Let's take the beautiful striped bass we just caught and turn it into Pesce Siciliano Alle Herbe. First thing we do is clean our fish. We have the nice fish fillets. They're now underneath the beautifully chopped fresh herbs and capers and olives and tomatoes and garlic. All of that's going to sit in the refrigerator with some fresh parsley on top and marinate for 5 hours. That's how long I do it. You can do it as long as you want. I like the 5 hours because the citrus acid that I also put in there, little lemon juice, little lime juice, starts to pre-cook the fish and tenderize it. And I think open up pathways for the herbs and spices that I put in here to really get in there and get into the fish. And it's some good eating, as you'll see in just a moment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the fish out of the marinade that we made and separate it from the veggies and all that kind of stuff. If there's some herbs and spices left on it, that's fine. So it's been marinating, and the citrus juice that was in there starts to pre-cook. It's sort of the way you make like ceviche, sort of pre-cooks the protein of the fish. But anyway, we're gonna pat it dry now so that when we go to put it in the frying pan to brown it up, it doesn't have a lot of moisture there and it benefits fully from being fried on both sides. So now we've got all of our veggies in the pan. We're gonna give them a quick stir. We don't wanna overcook these because we might wanna heat them again just a little bit before we put them on the fish. What we want here is for the onions to turn translucent, and that's when we know we'll be done with that stage. And we're gonna also lay those 2 pieces of beautiful parsley, fresh from the garden, in on top of that as we stir it, and stir that all in so all that flavor blends real well. This is our garden fresh tomatoes, garden fresh parsley, onions, olives, capers, olive oil, herbs and spices. What did I forget? Garlic, of course there's garlic in there. Lemon juice, lime juice, and then we're gonna add another special ingredient in a moment. Okay, now we're going to thicken this up just a little bit and add some really great Mediterranean flavor by putting some feta cheese crumbles in there. You could use any kind of cheese you want, but personally I like the flavor of feta cheese. So we're using feta cheese. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like I said, we don't want to overcook it. We got the onions translucent. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. And we're going to set that aside. We do a quick 5-minute or so fish in the frying pan routine. And then maybe we'll hit that in the microwave for just a moment or two to heat it up before we put it over the top of the fish. And get to the last drop. Nice. And next up, we're going to take our fish fillets that have been cleaned, and you can see how they started to cook. The white spots there are from the citrus acid starting to cook the fish like ceviche cooking is done. So we're gonna take that and we're gonna put it in the frying pan. Now we're gonna cheat a little bit. I know some of you purists are gonna be like, ugh, we're using butter here in this step instead of the olive oil because we have plenty of olive oil already, and we're just adding that butter because we just personally like that flavor, that little extra dairy flavor in there. Here they come. Oh man. You don't have to bread these, just put them in there and let them do their thing. Okay, go ahead, put that on so we don't get the splattering. Good. Give them a couple minutes on each side. You can tell when it gets nice and flaky that you're ready to go. And you can tell when it's time to turn your fish. It starts to turn white. Look at that. Oh, let me tell you, the aroma is just as good as the way it looks. Oh, man. Thank you, nature. Wow. Go ahead, cover it back up. Okay, so we're ready to plate this striped bass up. Get it down there. Ooh. Put those little schnibs in there. Sometimes the schnibs are the best. Look at that. Nice. And we're gonna get the vegetables back out that we sauteed. Okay, we're ready to go. Let's spoon our herbs and spices and garden fresh veggies on there. Tomatoes we got out of the garden just today. And parsley, and oh my gosh. Make sure you get some of those olives on there for me, please. Capers. Oh man. Yeah. Awesome. That's great. Put the rest in reserve. That's great. We're going to take it over the table now and see if it has any taste to it. Is it worthwhile? Well, here we go. We're going to give this a taste, and I can tell you right now the aroma is fabulous. But there's one more touch that I do, even though there's plenty in there already. I am a big fan of using fresh citrus juice, so we're gonna go ahead and squeeze some more citrus juice on there, some fresh lemon. I put a little bit of that on my fresh salad because you can never have enough lemon. Okay, all right, so here we go. Let's make sure we get some of those capers and olive and onions and tomatoes and some of that fish. Holy mackerel. Or should I say, holy striped bass. This is so good. It is fabulous good. I don't know what you pay for this in a restaurant, but when you make it at home like this with fresh fish, sorry, bubbling in my mouthful. I can't imagine it being any better than this. And that's not a braggadocious thing. I'm telling you, try some recipes like this with your fish. And you might surprise yourself. The flavors pop and burst because of all the citrus acid. So that's our striped bass entree. I hope you get to make it and enjoy it as much as we did.